at some preliminary worm guard passes. So just say David from a seated guard position gets control of my lapel. Now again, if he was going into worm guard, okay, he'd be falling back, making sure my leg's on the inside, draping his leg over, passing it to ring worm guard, and then switching to worm guard. We will address how to pass if you're stuck in this position, but we can close this down. You know, if you know you're up against someone who's a really good worm guard player, there are preliminary things they can be doing to close down before he gets worm guard, which is a lot harder to escape. So the first thing we're thinking about is the second he gets control of the collar, I know David's goal is to get this foot past my hip. Sit up again, bro. So the two grips I'm going to make is, one, I grab the near side collar, so I can monitor the speed at which David puts his back on the mat to get into worm guard. The second thing is I know he wants this foot here, so my second grip is on the pants. So now from this position, if David actually tries to get his foot on my hip, it's not going to happen, but watch. I'm just going to put David in the teeter-totter position, which is basically this, and then I'll be rotating him. It's hard to rotate someone if they're in a seated guard position. If David's sitting up straight in a seated guard position and I try to rotate him, he won't rotate. I need to get him as he's falling back. That's when he's easy rotated. And he's going to do that himself, because for him to get his leg over my hip to get into worm guard, he'll fall back himself. This is like a handbrake. This controls his rate of descent to the mat. So the minute he finds the lapel, the first preliminary defense is I find the collar and I find the pants. This stops him getting his foot into the hip as quick, and as he falls back, I just run around and I'm moving into north-south position. Again. We're playing the game. David gets from a seated position, gets control of my lapel. One, I find the collar. Two, I do not want this over my hip. As he falls back, I just shelf him and move into north-south. So that's our first preliminary defense. Second one is I'm late. Let's just say I made that first grip. David already, as he fell back, got his foot past my hip. Now again, I can't have this leg in the middle. Anytime David has the lapel and my foot is my leg is in the middle, he's going to be sitting up and getting straight into this, is from ring worm guard to worm guard. So one more time on that. So the minute I make my grip and I'm here and his foot's coming out, my leg's backstepping, so it's not in the middle. And now from that position, I'll be shelving him and spiking him with my shoulder. Again. That's about having control of the near side leg, and he's got it to my hip. So I'm making my grips. The second he falls back, and this is here, this leg is stepping back. It's not in the middle. As I shelf, I spike him with my shoulder. So he has this, foot's up, I'm coming around, and I just spike him with my shoulder. And the last one is, I'm late again. I've made my grip. Dave's managed to get his foot here and he's done the first pass off to there. Nothing's changed. And I know now he wants connection to this leg, and that can lead to a lot of problems. So instead of defending with this one, this is the one I'm taking back out of the scenario. So again, I make my grips. David comes back, he starts to do that pass up. My leg is definitely not going to be in here. And as he shoots for this leg, I just stop it. Once I push it through, even though I've removed it from my hip, it's still in the lapel, I just grab the knee, start to shelf David this way, and I'm going to spike him with my shoulder. One more time on that. So we're playing the game, he has that. He makes the grip, okay, he has that. So this foot comes out, this one shelves, and now from there I'm going to redirect him and spike him with my shoulder. So, that's 3 preliminary worm guard passes.